If you're wondering which is your dominant hand, you should ask yourself the following questions. Which hand do you write with? Is it the left or the right? Which hand do you use to hold a spoon or a toothbrush? Or which hand do you use to throw an object? If you answered that you use your left hand to all these questions, undoubtedly you are left-handed, and surely it's a struggle for you to live in a world designed for right-handed people. Almost any object is created for use by right-handed individuals, such as scissors, can openers, cameras, desks, among many other items. If you use your right hand for everything, you might have never realized that everything is designed for use by right-handed people unless you know someone who is left-handed and have noticed all the problems they face while using most things. So, today I'll tell you why there are left-handed people. Did you know that we also have a dominant foot, even a preferred eye and ear? However, the dominant hand and foot usually coincide and are always on the same side, whether you are left-handed or right-handed. But your dominant eye and ear don't necessarily match. Nowadays, it doesn't really matter what your dominant hand or foot is, but long ago, left-handed individuals were seen as oddities. The etymology tells us this sad story. The word derecha, right, comes from directus and has been associated with justice, righteousness, and skillfulness. Additionally, diestro, right-handed, comes from dexter, which means being on the right side, a position that was associated with sacredness or favorability. On the other hand, the word izquierda, left, comes from sinister, which indeed means left or on the left side. This position was often associated with negativity or unfavorable circumstances. This pattern is not exclusive to Spanish, as in English, izquierda is left, which comes from the Germanic word lift, meaning weak. In French, it is gauche, which translates to clumsy or awkward. This historical association led to the belief that left-handed people were seen as bad, weak, and somewhat rough. The aversion to left-handedness was so strong that some individuals developed sinistrophobia, an irrational fear of anything related to the left side, including a fear of left-handed people themselves. Therefore, in many places, the left hand or even the left foot were considered as wicked. That's why Muslims must enter mosques with their right foot and prefer to eat with their right hand. However, in Indonesia, using the left hand to give or receive something is considered impolite. In Japan, being left-handed was believed to be one of the reasons why it was not possible to get married. In Latin America and China, it was common to tie the left hand of left-handed individuals or physically punish them to make them learn to use their right hand. Perhaps the negative reputation was accentuated in those places where the left hand was used for certain activities and the right hand for others. For instance, using the left hand for cleaning, blowing one's nose, or engaging in any unhygienic activities, while the right hand was used for eating and greeting. This might have been acceptable when water and soap were not readily available, probably contributing to the rejection of left-handedness, or maybe because there aren't many left-handed people in the world. Did you know that only left-handed people make up 10 to 15% of the population? Ambidextrous individuals represent around 1%, while the rest are right-handed. It's also worth noting that there are more left-handed men than left-handed women, so being right-handed or left-handed is not a conscious decision, as there are many factors that determine it. Scientists have found 41 regions of DNA that influence your dominant hand. If your father or mother is left-handed, you have a 25% chance of being left-handed as well. Hormone levels during pregnancy could also play a role. Women with higher levels of estrogen were found to have more left-handed children. Even the position of the fetus during the last trimester of pregnancy could have an impact. An asymmetrical position of the fetus can stimulate the asymmetric development of the central vestibular system, which is believed to be involved in determining the dominant side. Therefore, even before birth, there's already a motor dominance. In a study where 75 fetuses were observed sucking their thumbs, researchers aimed to discover their dominant hand. When these children reached the ages of 10 and 12, it was observed whether the hand they sucked in the womb corresponded to their dominant hand. Out of the 75 fetuses, 60 were sucking their right hand, and their dominant hand undoubtedly turned out to be the right hand. Among the 10 fetuses that sucked their left hand and were also left-handed as infants, only 5 of them changed their dominant hand, and they became right-handed. Why there are more right-handed than left-handed individuals, and how the proportion remains almost the same worldwide is undoubtedly a mystery. However, one hypothesis suggests that it was a matter of cooperation. The coordination of movements probably aided in survival. Another hypothesis also suggests that since the left side of our brain generally handles language and speech processing, it was more straightforward for that same side to take charge of writing. writing. But if evolutionarily it makes more sense for people to be right-handed, why are there still left-handed individuals? The truth is that it is not known. One study proposed that left-handed individuals have an advantage in combat and tend to be more aggressive, which would increase their chances of survival. However, this combat advantage is not reflected in wars involving firearms because left-handed people seem to have double the probability of dying since weapons and war equipment are designed for right-handed individuals. It has been shown that left-handed individuals have an advantage since they are often skilled in sports where quick response time is crucial, such as baseball, cricket, and ping pong. It is more challenging for right-handed individuals to anticipate their movements. Left-handed people have also been attributed to being more intelligent and artistic, but I'm sorry to inform you that these are just myths. Likewise, the belief that left-handed individuals have a premature death is also a myth. However, certain diseases, such as schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, have been linked to being left-handed. So, left-handed individuals are not sinister or clumsy, they are just like everyone else, albeit a little misunderstood. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, share it, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want us to discuss something specific, please leave a comment.